Hello. All right, no filter. Not happy about it. Facebook, I want my filters back. I do not like this one little bit. Okay, today I want to talk about, are you, I need more lipstick. Are you saying no to you? How often? And I'm going to tell you what the results of that would be, and it's not good. Or are you saying yes to things that your soul's no to things your soul is asking you and wanting for you to do and telling you to do, but you're saying no? This is not a good thing to do. So when you're wanting to make change in your life, when you're hoping to make change, when you know there's something you want to do, you want to have, you're working towards, or you say you are, right? But yet you may not be taking the actions, or you're not being consistent, or you're kind of going in and then you're falling back, and then you're doing and then you're not. I know, because I do this too. Sometimes when we get these things, it's like, do this, do that. This is what I want. Yes, this is what I want, right? And then the doubt comes in and the thoughts of, I can't really do that. It's not a good time. Oh, that's just impossible for me. All these doubts and stuff come up. So the more we say no to our soul will start talking less to us. It's kind of like your intuition. I know there's some people that are like, I don't hear my intuition. I don't think I can. And some days I'm like that too. And it's because you're not, for one, tuned into yourself enough. We're living too much in the outside world, listening to, being caught up in everybody else's problems, and in the outside and what's happening at work and the what's happening in the world. And we're watching this and we're watching that and we're looking for information instead of tuning in, right? And really hearing and listening and taking the time to listen. But also when we shut down, when we're like, no, can't do that. No, can't do that. Nope, not enough time. Nope, too busy. Nope, too tired, right? Say no too many times. Your intuition or God, source, universe is going to say, okay, I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to give you any messages. I'm not going to give you any insights. I'm just going to sit back and be quiet because you're obviously too busy. You obviously don't want my help. So note that. Is that what you've been doing? Because I know sometimes I kind of get like that. Right? So also, when you know there's something you need to do or want to do and you're not taking the action towards it, you're not going to get the results. I mean, it kind of seems funny, but it's very true, right? We're like, okay, I really want this, especially it's January. Let's just face it. It's the middle of January. People always said I was going to do this, or this is what I want to do this year. These are the goals I have for this year. These are the intentions I have for this year. But it's January 15th. Have you already started to go, oh my God, I'm really not taking the action I said I would going to. I'm not really doing what I said I would. And I already want to give up, right? So if we don't make those changes, if we don't move forward, if we don't take some of those actions or change the habits or change the way we think about things or change our beliefs and all of those things, we're going to stay the same, right? The outside, our world outside of us, is going to stay the same. So basically, we're going to be living the same life next year as we are now. We're going to be living the same life 2 or 3 years from now as we are now, or actually maybe worse, right? Because maybe there's supposed to be something that's magnificent on the other side of this challenge or on the other side of your comfort zone. But because you're avoiding it or not taking action or not changing on the inside and not changing and moving forward, whatever's meant for you in the future in that timeline is not going to happen. In other words, you're choosing to stay the way things are. Now, that can be okay for some people because they're like, I just love the way my life is. I don't really want change. I'm totally comforted. I'm totally happy here. Some people are like that. But if you're at this place where you're like, oh, I've been wanting to, or I really want to this year, or I need to start committing to this year, any of those things, you know, or you get this feeling inside your soul that you're meant for more, or that you should be doing something else, or that you really need to be, whatever that is for you, then that requires those changes, right? Within and movement forward. So you can decide, I'm deciding to move forward in this area. I'm deciding, right? Like make a decision. And when you make that decision, it's like, okay, yes, I'm going to decide. And instead of just saying, I'm going to do this or do that, I like to think of it as I'm going to decide. I'm making a decision and I'm moving forward in this area of my life. These are the things I'm going to start doing. When? Now. These are the thoughts I'm going to start thinking more of, because they are more positive towards what I want, right? You can even say, I'm deciding not to focus on those things that don't serve me. So the life you have now, if you don't make changes, right? If you just stay the same, you always avoid making changes, you're just going to keep repeating the same things, and you're going to keep attracting the same things to you that you have now. So basically, life's not going to change that much, even though you may want it to. So it takes you to commit, to decide that you're moving forward in a certain area, to decide that you want to make a certain change, right? That's really what it requires. If you don't, not much is going to change for you. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. But really know that. And so when I talk to women at 50 plus, it's really about, we just need to realize that this work will bring us to that next level. And if a challenge comes about, if you're faced with something in life that seems so hard, or seems like, oh my God, is this just showing me that I'm meant to stay where I am? Probably not. It's probably just one of those things where you get to move through that. You've got to find a way to move through that, find a way to deal with it, find a way to process it, so that you can get to the other side, because there's something better there for you. There's something that you're meant to be, have, or do on the other side of that challenge. Things have to fall down. Things have to break and fall down, fall apart, before we can get to the other side sometimes, right? You have to break through something before that other part is there for you, right? So you're meant to go through a certain circumstance, which feels like a hard challenge, a difficult thing, so that on the other side, because you've become a bit of a different person, you attract something better, because challenges improve us. They strengthen us. We learn things from them. We grow as a person. When you stay the same in your same, not wanting to change, or too scared to change, or not taking the action, procrastinating, feeling flat, feeling unmotivated, feeling uninspired, if you just stay there, then the next thing that's meant for you will not happen for you. So life will not improve, right? And what are you missing out on? And I think now, especially I'm 60, and I know that many women that watch me are 50 and over. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I say just screw it. Sometimes we got to say, okay, am I going to choose to stay the same? Because in your 30s, 20s, 30s, even 40s, we can kind of coast. We can kind of stay the same, although we're changing a lot, but you know what I mean. But when it comes to this age, I'm like, yeah, I can either choose to stay the same and keep doing what I'm doing and my life not changing much. And like I said, you might be totally fine with that. Totally cool with that. Bravo if you love your life. That's the way we're meant to be. But are there things that you want to still do? Are there ways of being you want to still be? How's your health, right? How are you feeling as a person emotionally? How are you feeling physically? And that just requires change. No, I don't really like this aspect, so I do want to feel more like this. I do want to be more like this. I want to achieve that. I want to move there. I want to live there. I want to do this. Then it just requires taking action every day. It just requires the action starting from the inside, choosing to be different a bit, right? And moving to this next level of me, this step up. I know I've been the way I've been. That's not going to get me what I want. So that means I need to change a little bit at a little bit, right? Incrementally, I get to change and learn and grow and be a bit different. And therefore, then I will attract something different. All right, that's my message today. And we are working through this type of stuff in my group. Take charge of your life. It's for women 50 plus. It's a month-to-month membership thing. You pay monthly. And this is what we're working on. All things like this. Body, mind, soul, health on all levels, right? Wellness on all levels. Choosing how you want to feel. Choosing how you want to be. And working towards that. Even about different things in you. Maybe there's changes you need to make or want to make. But you're too scared. You don't know how to go about it. You don't know where to start. And it's hard to do it on your own. So we have support, accountability, focus, structure, a bit of structure in the group too, that really help you get more focused, get more motivated, find the motivation from inside yourself, feel more inspired, and kind of know how to make those changes and go about it. right? It's really your decision now to decide how you want this next phase of life to be, because the choice is yours. So reach out to me. It's only $75 a month for this group. And like I said, it's so amazing to see what's happening in the group and to just be able to guide women through this whole process and to know we're not alone and have that support and structure and group of powerful women who are working through things too and deciding that they get to live a life that they love. All right, reach out to me. So much love to you. Bye.